Hi everybody, welcome to Chicagonista Live for this month, and we're thrilled because we're back in our space,
Yes.
And it's our regular space, you guys?
Yes. We're going to talk about that in a little bit.
We
have
sure
a great
will.
announcement on that
The
one.
gang's all here. I'm Nancy Lou, along with Beth Rosen, MJ Tam. We are Chicagonista Live. We always want you to tweet along with us the hashtag Chicagonista Live. Great prizes ahead, a lot of excitement ahead. Welcome to Chicagonista Live. Hey, we're so excited. We've got so much to line up here, and we've got a lot to talk about, including everything that's happening in Chicago, which includes Lollapalooza. It just wrapped up, and wow, Grant Park is still getting cleaned up. I don't know.
Is it a record-breaking attendance this year?
I don't think so, but it was
crowded.
Well, it went 4 days as opposed to 3 days, so they added an extra day on, which maybe might have made it less record-breaking, more record-breaking.
I know there's a picture out there that went around.
It went viral.
When I saw it, I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen. I believe we're pulling that up as well.
It's just a sea of people.
It's a sea of people, and you almost forget that that's really in Chicago because it looks like it's somewhere.
And the funniest thing is, I love yesterday, Nancy tweeted out like the lost and found items that were like kind of randomly left at
ID
Lollapalooza.
cards, phones, keys, all kinds of stuff. If you're missing stuff, all you have to do is Google lost.
Did they find Malia Obama's wallet maybe?
I don't know.
That would be a
she
fun.
was there
twerking.
Yeah, she was dancing up a storm.
Dancing, okay.
But you know, to me that's funny that people, you know, when you're that young, she looks like she's having fun to me. I think people make something out of it. She's with her girlfriend.
She's a typical young kid.
I'm so glad we did not grow up in social media age girls
No,
because you know there were a couple of them out there where I fell off stage and that kind of stuff, but you would never know.
It would have been documented.
That the outfits were, my daughter was saying, you know, and my daughter, who's pretty hip and cool, and she's 25, she said, Mom, you should have seen some of the outfits.
Well,
these
it was
girls
hot
were
out
wearing."
there. It was hot.
It was hot.
It was hot.
Two Band-Aids suffice, I guess. But real quickly back to my husband, no, he never been. My son lost his wallet at Lollapalooza years ago, probably 12 years ago. And, you know, he told us he lost it. And I'm not kidding, almost a year later, it came in the mail, like in an envelope. And it
With
said,
everything in it?
With everything in it.
Wow.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
You know,
well, my favorite picture from Lala, which I forgot to forward to you guys, but Third Eye Blind, they tweeted it out. Did you see this picture of somebody crowd surfed a guy in a wheelchair up to the stage?
No.
And they left him there for the whole I love it. But Third Eye Blind tweeted out a picture of the guy on the stage. He crowd surfed
I hope he's
up
having fun.
I know.
I hope he wants to
in
be
his
there.
wheelchair. I know. No, he had the best seat in the house.
Well, really? No kidding.
and
But
I know
wow.
this was the year of nostalgia because, well, Third Eye
Yeah.
Blind, but you also
Red
had
Hot Chili Peppers.
LCD Sound System, Radiohead came back and played, and of course Perry's band.
Oh gosh.
Wait, help me, young people.
Perry.
Who started Lollapalooza.
Nobody can remember. Somebody will tweet it to
Dave
us.
Navarro. My daughter's like, my gosh, Dave Navarro was playing without his shirt on, and he looks so good for an older guy.
Oh
But,
my gosh.
anyways, I want to let you know what else is on today's show.
Oh, yeah.
Tweet along with us at Chicagonista Live. We have a bunch of great guests. We have Cheryl Leahy is back a little later on the show, and she's going to tell us about stretching your summer fashions into fall, how to make it all
I need
work.
that.
Amy Turkoch is on, who is our beauty, style, fashion, and travel expert who now writes for the New York Times, and she's bringing some of her, we think of it as the end of summer, but she's just starting her summer. She's just starting to take her summer break with her kids. We have that. And the space that we're broadcasting, an interview with Susie B. Zimmerman.
And we got
that you did, a video. Because there's a lot of changes. We do our social media talk at the end of the show, Instagram, Snapchat.
And of course, we have Ricky Hirsch here today with
yummy stuff.
Yummy stuff. So
we're going to tell you more about it soon.
Yeah.
We are broadcasting, as Nancy mentioned, from Space, which is our new home. We're working out of Space, which is an amazing collaborative, co-working, incubator, innovative, really great place. And one of the best things about working out of Space is the people that you meet in the elevators and on the hall and at the front door. So I met this really cute girl and another girl, and they had a box full of Think Jerky, and they had T-shirts on, and I said, oh my gosh, are you guys going to Lollapalooza? Because I try to make talk with young folks that way.
She talks to everyone.
And, they said, no, we work for this company, Think Jerky, and she started telling me about it, and she said, we're right here located on the 5th floor, and it's founded by this guy, Ricky Hirsch, who's a local boy, and and who doesn't love jerky, but it always has crap ingredients in it, so he's made jerky healthy.
I can't wait to talk to him because I love that it's 90 calories. I mean,
Can't wait to meet him.
He'll be coming.
I love it.
But first, we have some exciting news.
Space. We talked about, this is our new space now. This is our new home.
Okay.
And so we will be broadcasting live from Space.
Yay!
We're now Martians, as you can call us. But we love coming to Space. There's so many great things about being in this co-working space. First of all, it's free coffee all day. So we're happy with that.
Speaking of coffee, we got a yummy giveaway, right?
With Botras as well.
Coffee. That's the good stuff. So if you tweet Chicagonista Live, you may get some good coffee.
And another great announcement. I was going to say assignment. I don't know.
I know.
Don't give us an assignment.
I'm back to school.
Her kids are here. She's
Another great announcement that we have partnering with Space is we're doing more of the Women Driving Excellence, as some of you guys know.
That's great.
But we're doing a program called Leadership Collaborative Series. So we're talking to great women who's going to speak about branding, what other stuff that we have. Branding, we are talking about staying relevant. We're talking about engagement and how to build your engagement. So Nancy Lou's speaking on one of those days. We have Candace Jordan, we have Janet Davies, we have Zandra Hughes, we have who else? Anupi Singla, Debbie Lilly. We have some really great speakers who have gone through being an entrepreneur, building themselves, and being able to go out there and talk about how they built their business and how to continue on, and that's what's great about being in Space.
Right, so if you follow along, at Chicagonista Live, or you go to our Women Driving Excellence, which is an event we do every year at the Chicago Auto Show, where we celebrate 6 of the top women in Chicago in media and now I can't talk, philanthropy, but what it is we're taking those women that we've honored over the last 4 years, and they're going to be coming in. And there's never been a series like this done, really a leadership collaborative series. So we're very excited. They're going to be starting in September, and you can join us. And you can always come and join us here at Space. We have a live studio audience. We have space to have you come join us. And if you have a business product or service that you think we should know about, we want to know about it.
Yeah.
So
we subject our studio audience to our Chi-Town Showdown every month, which is could be a good or bad thing. I don't know. We challenge each other to a little competition every month, and this month, what's up?
Who's the biggest dip? No, who's the best dip? No, who made the best dip?
Who's a dip?
I'm the dip. Who out of us 3, do you think made the best dip? Now it's out on the table and people can try it. We don't want to know who you think is the biggest dip. But
which do you think is the best dip?
And we have a hot topic coming up, which
about what do we call them? Clintonistas or Trumpeteers.
Oh,
We're
my
talking
gosh.
about how do you deal with it when everyone's talking about it on Facebook and all their social media platforms.
But don't
We
you
just
notice
wanna
on
know.
social media that people are dumping friends who go on about politics, and people are declaring this is a politics-free zone.
Right.
I don't want anybody talking about politics.
And that, I think it's a great topic, and I'm so excited
All
to
the
talk
more
about
reason
that.
that we should talk, but don't dump our show because we have a really exciting guest coming up right
Yeah.
now. Ricky Hirsch is the founder of Think Jerky. And like I said, I ran into two of his workers right here downstairs by the elevator. And who doesn't love beef jerky, right?
I love that.
I love beef
Hi,
jerky,
Ricky.
but not these kind, because, I love these kind because it's so different.
Thank you.
Yeah,
So
welcome,
different.
Look at your cool shirt, too.
I wear it every
He's got
day.
the Think Jerky Chicago
Yeah,
shirt.
I hope not the same one
Not
every
the
day.
same one. If you go to my apartment, you pull out a drawer, it's like literally 30 of these guys.
All right.
That's the reason I really did this. I want to wear this. I didn't want to pick my clothes every day. I want to wear
Give
the same
us
thing.
the elevator pitch, then, for Think Jerky.
So it's all healthy jerky, and each one's crafted by a different celebrity chef. They're all Chicago chefs. So we use half the salt, half the sugar, grass-fed beef, or free-range turkey.
Yeah.
And then each recipe is crafted by a different chef, and nobody's ever done this before. So on the back of each bag is a chef who made that specific recipe.
Oh.
So the one that Beth is holding is by Laurent Gras, who some say is the best chef in the world.
Oh, it's by Gail Gand.
That's by Gail, who's a huge fan of your show.
She'll be on
Yeah.
September 21st.
She will be.
That's great.
She's been our guest before, too.
Oh, no wonder I love
Nobody
this
better.
so much.
Yeah.
It's sriracha
Gail,
honey.
You're welcome. So Laurent's a 3-star Michelin chef. There's only 12 who've ever won that in the United States. Gail Gann's a Michelin star winner,
Yes.
2-time James Beard winner, 9-year Food Network host, and our third chef is Matt Trost, who's a 2-time Bacon
Nice.
Fest champ.
So how does a nice boy from the neighborhood who went to Michigan think jerky? How did this come to be? Did you love cooking? Did you love beef jerky growing up? How did this?
I definitely loved beef jerky growing up. I've been in sales and finance my whole life. I've always done my own thing, been an entrepreneur since 24. But I wanted something more creative. So to me, food is very creative. There's so many avenues for self-expression. So for the past 5 years, I've been working on different food ideas. Anything from hot dogs to cold pressed juice to mini pastries. Nothing happened. I saw a change in people's eating patterns. People want portion control. They want healthy. They don't want all the crap. Less is more. I always loved jerky. I think protein's the future.
Yeah.
And then the idea of this was kind of a combination of just many ideas I had in different foods. It came into one, and it took me about 2 years to launch. I designed everything, made everything. It's been really crazy. One of the fastest growing food companies in Chicago, and it's only been out for 7 months, so it's pretty cool.
Perfect timing, too, for school. I have a son back there who loves jerkies, and
Right.
bringing this them to them without all the junk stuff in there is very exciting for me as a mom.
So it's funny you mentioned that. My goal from the beginning was women. All jerky is gas station truckers and men. It's the same thing
You're
over and
right.
over, and we've seen it before. So my goal was, and literally I had this image in my head of a female celebrity walking out of the gym, eating a bag of Think Jerky and getting organically photographed. And everybody laughed at me. All my friends thought I was crazy. Now they want to quit and join us, but it's too late.
Funny.
But the reason is, women love jerky just as much as men. It was never socially accepted. It was never cool. It was never healthy. So that's why I designed the bag the way I did, to be more gender neutral, focus
Yeah.
on the health and a focus on the ingredients. You're not going to see a bowl. You're not going to see a turkey, or as Gail likes to say, a big, red flaming
Yeah.
thing. Like, that's what resonated with her. And moms love it because they can throw it in the backpack or the lunchbox. There's no allergies. It's gluten-free. It's not going to, it lasts. The kids can eat it whenever. And it's all single-serve bags. You don't need 3 ounces of meat. You need the right amount of meat to go about your day.
Where can we find it, and what's the price point? Because when you think designer and chefs, you think a higher price point.
Yeah, well, we're the best on the market. We're going to be the most expensive per ounce on the market, but it's only $4.99 a bag.
Okay.
You can find us on Amazon, locally in Chicago. We're in Mariano's, Treasure Island,
Oh, okay.
Potash, South Loop,
you're
everywhere.
CrossFit.
That's great.
We're going into some really cool retailers in 2 months that Gail can tell you about. Not a lot to talk about, but it's nuts. We're in
That's
the
very
airports. We're in Northwestern University. We're in Google. We're going into Facebook. We're in Brooklyn. We're going to San Fran.
Yeah.
So you
Yay.
did something interesting on Kickstarter. You took it and you did a little change of it. That was your kind of crowdsourcing of ideas. Am I saying it right, or what did you do
You're
with
saying it fantastic. You're the best.
She is good. We love her.
Yeah.
Yeah, but tell us, it's interesting.
Yeah, no, Kickstarter was a really cool experience. So I think Kickstarter was we needed the money, we wanted the support of the people, we wanted the feedback, we wanted to get it out. And it was also a big marketing idea for us. I think all companies will end up launching on Kickstarter, because if you're going to launch your product in December of 2015 like we did, why wouldn't you start selling in June of 2015? It was an amazing experience. It was a terrible experience for me personally. I thought with our idea, with our vision, and we were going to do $1 million. I literally thought that. We ended up doing about 60,000, which made us a top 5 food of all time.
Wow.
We were top 5, 912
Okay.
random people backed us.
It's a
I only
lot
have
of
like
work
8 friends,
to
so I know it
handle
wasn't
that,
all
yeah.
my friends. But you know, we got all this media attention. It didn't necessarily translate into sales, which was something that was slightly confusing to me, because I think with food, people want to try it.
True.
So we got a lot of it. It was a great experience. It was a terrible experience. I loved it. I hated it. But I think that's the future. You know, for companies like ours who want to compete with the bigger guys and create a really unique, innovative product, they can make it $24 at a time with 1,000 people, or $50 at a time.
Well, it was just kind of Bashir, I'm saying it right, my Jewish audience over there, Bashir, that I met your girl here.
Yeah.
Here
She's
at
the-
Space. We're meeting so many incredible people. How did you wind up in this location? And
She's awesome, by the way.
yes,
So we've done all of this. We're going crazy. We probably do $1 million our first year, and I have 1 employee.
Great.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
That's
Nuts.
amazing.
Yeah.
Wow.
But space is cool. I've been working from home, so I did everything from home. I'm a recluse. I can work from home. That's how I prefer. I want to be in a box by myself. But we're growing this team. We're hiring more employees, and it's like, we need a real office, a real environment. So we're looking around. Space has kind of resonated with us. And it's 10 minutes from my apartment, which helps. That was a big thing.
Great commute.
I like to walk. But it's really cool. There's a lot of good energy here. There's a lot of good people. And it's a good atmosphere for growing a startup, collaborating with other people, talking to other people. When I was walking here, gave some bags to some people because, they know us. But that's how things happen. Talking to, I always talk to people. Like, that's what I'm training my employees. Like, they met you.
Right.
And who knows what happens.
Yeah,
but
I love the whole thing about naming brands and branding. Your T-shirt cracks me up. It's a great
want one?
conversation piece.
Thank you. I designed it.
it is
I-
great.
it's
very nice.
I mean, I can imagine how many people are asking you, what does that
12.
mean?
12 people.
12 people.
Right?
We number all the shirts. No, it's, for us, it's about Chicago. That was very
Yeah.
important for us. So everything is rooted here. All our chefs are here, our packaging companies, everything is rooted in Chicago. What we want to do is take the best and brightest of Chicago and bring it to the rest of the country. So we have one more chef coming in October who's a surprise, who I say is the most popular chef in Chicago. When he comes, I want to expand to New York, LA, and then go get chefs there. Everybody says that, but no.
No, it's not Rick.
Grant. Rick.
No,
It's Grant.
We'll tell you in 2 months.
Okay.
But
When Gail
it's all about Chicago. We have some of the best people here, the
We
hardest
do.
working people, some of the best chefs, the most innovative culinary minds, and I wanted to highlight that and bring it to the rest of the country.
Well, we can't thank you enough.
Thank you.
Thanks for
Thank
stopping
you.
down. And how about a round of applause from the studio? Do you like
Yay,
this?
beautiful.
Yeah.
They like it. They
Thank you
like
so
it.
much.
you.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Oh my
you.
gosh.
Best of luck to Ricky and his team of 1.
She was amazing.
And they're making $1 million with a team of 1. Wow.
That's amazing, and
that's-
it really does. And the
I mean, that's
sriracha
a-
honey is very
That's
good.
an American story.
I
right
know.
there, you know?
I know.
Love hearing about that stuff. But that's
That's
what we get
America.
from space. Working in this spot and meeting people like him who's so smart. I
My,
mean,
I know.
my ADD just kicked in.
what
happened? What happened?
I want to know where our boxing gloves are.
Oh yeah.
are we
for our
doing
showdown?
boxing now?
Because we're going to do our Chi-Town Challenge coming up because we're talking food. And we love doing a Chi-Town Challenge when it's based around food because it kills a lot of birds with one stone. We get to do our Chi-Town Challenge, which we have boxing gloves someplace and music and a graphic. Also, we get to feed, or our audience gets to be the guinea pigs to
I don't know.
try it.
Has our audience tried all of the dips? We have 3 dips that are out on the table there, and we want everyone in our audience to try each dip, and then we'll take
I found our boxing gloves.
Judgment
Somebody
Day,
could just
it's
bring them
coming.
in. Bring
In the meantime, real quickly, do we want to go with the video with the tall ships? So
Yeah.
that everyone can try it out?
Everybody try the dip, and then Allison's, you don't really have to. Allison's going to bring over the dips so we can look at them.
Yeah.
And we're going to get the boxing gloves, but right now, can
We
you
were
just-
talking about all the things happening in
That's
Chicago.
happening in Chicago.
Including, there's Lollapalooza, but Tall Ships is one of the most beautiful events in Chicago.
Yeah, so the great thing about it is Navy, as you know, Navy Pier is still in their centennial
Yes.
celebration.
Yes.
So throughout the whole year, they have so many stuff that's happening in Chicago. And one of the big events that we attended is Tall Ships, which is like really 1,600 or 1,200, I believe, vessels that came to Chicago. And some of them that are really only comes around on big events like
Well,
this.
let's see.
So here's the video of Tall Ships.
All right.
All right,
And
here
we're
it
back.
is.
Wait, did they see like our Chi-Town?
From the ships
Challenge.
to the Chi-Town
All right.
Challenge. All right.
So what was the challenge this month?
This month is you dip, I dip, we dip. So
We're a bunch of dips.
we made some dips basically.
Okay.
And last month we did the cocktail, didn't we?
Yes, we
And this one,
we
we're
did
dipping into
alcohol-free.
summer.
Right.
And we decided, why not try some dips? And we made some, each one of us, mine is a little scary, but so we're gonna have someone judge this. I think we need to get like
Allison.
Allison Rowan, who is a foodie blogger here in
Yeah,
Chicago.
come on in. This is Allison. She's going to tell us which is the winning dip.
Okay. Hi, Allison. Allison's a foodie. Okay.
Foodie.
All right. So,
All right, so we can't tell you who's.
Oh, you can't tell me who's
And we don't
Yeah.
have all the
even tried them
chips.
I
all
don't-
yet.
All right, well, let's go through them.
Do we have
This is like
crackers for these?
torture. Like, okay,
is.
I think
know.
you're gonna have to figure it out.
There's no crackers. We're,
crackers. Well,
we're
I can have
seeming
some
a
of
little
this one.
I know, that
disorganized during
was-
this
I can have some
segment.
of this one.
But you can try them all with
start
the same.
You can just
Okay.
point and all that stuff.
Okay, so we
This
have a
one
cookie
dip
dough
she's trying has a graham cracker, and everything tastes better with a graham cracker. So,
I tried that. That's amazing. And too bad I didn't make
It
it.
tastes like frosting with chocolate chips.
And I'm giving you
Okay.
guys.
Cake frosting with chocolate
Oh
chips.
my God.
Okay.
I can have that
and
all
then
day.
there's this one.
and then there's that one.
And I would say this looks like a spinach dip, spinach artichoke maybe.
Oh my God.
So you think?
Is it spinach artichoke?
Interesting. I think so, yes. I think so.
And then
I
this
was
one you have
expecting a
to
little
try.
spice, but there was no spice.
Okay. And then
And then,
Dun, 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 dun. The exciting
right.
part of the show.
it's like a buffalo kind of.
ooh, yum.
Buffalo
right.
with cottage cheese.
Yes.
I have to say,
Okay.
Cookie dough
is
dip.
really phenomenal, but
You guys gotta
spicy
try.
buffalo is good too.
All right.
Who's the winner?
I have to say it's a cookie dough dip as well, and it's not me this time.
She takes it
Nancy
so
made a cookie.
seriously and always wants to win, MJ, but you didn't
No,
win this
that's
time.
not true.
So Nancy, tell us a little bit about your.
This is cookie dough dip, which I found the recipe on Pinterest. It is essentially cream cheese, butter, powdered sugar, brown sugar, chocolate chips, and a dash of.
And that's why it tastes so good, because
It's-
all that bad
It's
stuff
a
for
lot
you.
of it's a lot of bad stuff.
Let's get back
But
to
it
beef
really
jerky
is-
without all the
No,
junk,
like,
right?
The jerky's good for you,
Right?
Like,
Well,
and
if
this
I
is
dip
like
my jerky in there, then it kind of helps.
It's really
No,
good.
set it up. The other dip, which you said was a buffalo dip, is very easy cheat. It's just cream cheese and salsa.
My
no
daughter's
matter
gonna
how
love this.
spicy. And then this one was the
It's
takeout.
supposedly spinach artichoke dip, but I don't know what it is.
All right. Well, thank you, and thank you for our studio
But thank you
audience
again.
for
Thank you
humoring
so
us
much.
and
Thank
trying our
you.
dips, and
course.
You
But
win. You're the
yay.
best dip.
I'm
Here's
a
the
huge
best
dip.
dip.
You're the best dip on the show today.
Thank you. I take pride in being a dip.
But so summertime is all
Thank you.
about really, we did the summer cocktails.
Yes.
Now we did the dips. And, the summer is kind of coming to the end because it's the beginning of August. I think it was John, you said, your friend said that August is like this last Sunday or the Sunday of summer. Like, that it's coming to an end and
Yeah.
you want to get as much out of this month as possible. So we are so thrilled to bring on our next guest, who is an award-winning fashion, beauty, lifestyle, New York Times travel and leisure columnist.
I feel like I should sing Dippity Doo Dah.
Dippity doo.
Feel free.
That's
Feel
a good
free.
one.
Okay.
But welcome to the show.
Thanks
This
for
is
having
Amy
me.
Tara Koch, right?
Hello.
Yay.
Yes.
Thank you for being here. August makes everyone feel like, oh my gosh, where's the time gone? So help us spend our time wisely in our final weeks before these kids ship off. What do you think is a good economical getaway for this final time?
Well, there are so many. I'm in this mood right now where I'm discovering the country. I've been doing so much of Europe and Asia and Africa for the past couple years with my kids. And this year we decided to do the Pacific Northwest. So we're leaving on Friday.
I went to the University of Oregon.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, it's a gorgeous part of the
Yeah.
country.
Well, and also when you think about where the money is spent while you're traveling, so much is spent on flying from A to B to C. We're doing a quasi road trip. So we're flying to Vancouver, then we're going to the San Juan Islands, then to Seattle, and I'm really into Amtrak. And the kids, all the kids love trains. And I never knew this until I had recently written a story for the Times. But Amtrak has family sleeping rooms on the train.
Oh,
I didn't know that.
Did you do that?
Did you
I've
know
never,
that? Let's do it.
I've never taken Amtrak.
So we're doing it
anyway.
overnight.
That's so cool.
We're doing it overnight from Seattle to Whitefish because it's also the National Park Centennial, and there's so many wonderful things happening around the national parks. So we get off the train, and then we're going to hike Glacier in Montana. That's
Wait,
in
do they have
Montana.
Wi-Fi? That's
I
all I
know.
care about. Amtrak.
She has to be connected.
I have to have the
I'll
Wi-Fi.
have to disconnect a lot this trip. I'm sure they do. San Juan Island's rather spotty, I'm told. So I think the Northwest, Pacific Northwest specifically, has so many wonderful things to offer. And also I have a piece coming out in 2 weeks in the Times about glamping. But it was tied around to this centennial and the fact it starts off with an essay on how I despise interaction with moist soil and insects. Therefore,
We all
I am not-
despise it.
Yes, I am not sleeping on the ground. I paid my dues in camp and I hated it. And so I started to investigate glamping and I found these 4 amazing places. 2 of them are actually trips, REI and back roads where you're biking or hiking and they set up the camp for you, but they have cots. With pads.
Oh.
Yes, so much better. And then there's a company called Under Canvas, and they've got these beautiful glamp sites outside of Moab,
All set up.
Yellowstone, all set up, and it's only about $100 a night. And your whole family can fit in a tent.
Oh, that's very cool.
So it is really cool. They're all out west, and then there was another spot I found up in the high sequoias. So that's in Northern California. And it's no Wi-Fi, no anything.
But the trees are
I'm
gorgeous.
sweating already. I'm getting the shakes and everything.
No, but that's if you really, really want to get away.
Yeah. But
So-
the trees there, the giant redwoods, are gorgeous.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, what is it? General Sherman's tree, the
they're
largest tree.
like
Well, it's not only
Yeah.
the destination. I love that, a lot of people has never taken the Amtrak before. I
Yeah.
mean, just getting there is a whole trip in itself.
One really cool trip, it's really hot now, but if you don't mind the heat, is you can do an overnight from Chicago to New Orleans. And I am a huge fan of New Orleans, one of my favorite cities. I've taken my kids there, I've gone by myself, and it's inexpensive. You will eat so well, and all the entertainment's in the street. I mean, you don't really need to pay to go and do all these extravagant things. Basically, there's, a drunk person playing a fiddle right outside. You're
And
like,
that's so entertaining.
there's high culture and there's low culture. Here it is.
Wait, for the ignorant, how do the price points compare when you're taking Amtrak versus flying? Is it half the price? Is it?
Well, I can tell you for all 4 of us on this overnight was probably around $600.
Oh,
for the
yeah,
overnight.
that's fairly reasonable.
Wow.
Considering it's 4 of
all
you.
the food is included if you have the sleeping
Oh.
room. Yeah.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, so that's
Maybe we should all go on a trip.
It is really fun.
I have to rethink the glamping part because I have
yeah,
to
I don't-
actually see it. I'm scared. I'm scared, but you
then
know,
don't do it. I mean, I would take glamping over like motel hell any day.
That's true.
Right,
That's
you've
true.
never had a child
With
go to the
Wi-Fi.
camp in the North Woods.
Yeah.
You know, you have to go stay up in one of those motels.
I wouldn't even go there.
Some
but
of the other places that I think are really nice for these last minute trips are a lot of times when we're thinking about, you know, we equate vacation with beaches, vacation.
Yes, we do.
But
Very
you don't
true.
have to do swanky beaches that have super expensive hotels. One of the places that I really discovered this year because my niece is in college there is Virginia Beach. And Virginia Beach is easy to get to, really price point accessible hotels. It's where surfing competitions are held. They have beautiful beaches. They've got aerial, what do they call them, like the whole aerial thing when you're swinging from all over the place, the new hot.
Oh, zip lining.
Well, it's zip lines, but it's also
the
climbing and
parasailing,
Bungee.
bungee jumping.
Yeah.
And I mean, they just have everything, and it's so inexpensive and rather under the radar.
Yeah.
So Virginia Beach is one place, and I mean, Lake Geneva
Oh,
is great.
yeah.
Yeah, it's like,
it's around us. That's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
close.
it's
yeah.
not bad. And Milwaukee just opened a super chic hotel. A Kimpton opened 3 weeks ago. I went and checked it out in Milwaukee, and it's a fabulous, really
Really?
cute hotel. So we went up for one night, ate a lot of pork products, and came home.
You can have some great turkey products right here.
Oh yeah, seriously. He came to my office one time. I remember. Yeah.
That's so
Yay!
funny.
But
Very
that's
cool.
fantastic. I mean, there are so many things to think about that, I mean, I haven't considered Amtrak.
I would love to do the
Yeah, that
glamping
sounds very
thing.
cool.
It is cool.
I don't know. Can we
We'll
would
see.
you do glamping?
It depends. I'd have to see
I'll
it.
look for a hotel
and-
around it first to make sure that there's a hotel to run to.
Who would think out of all of us, right? Wouldn't you choose that I would be the most high maintenance? But look at you,
No,
girl.
well, you know what?
I'm doing it in Montana.
I'm worried about wild animals too.
Oh,
Because, I mean,
God.
that's their house and we're like in their space. And like, you know,
It's okay.
I don't know. I do worry about
Yeah.
wild
You know,
animals.
something else that you could think about, just because it is August and you've still really got 5 weeks of vacation. Everything going on in Europe right now,
Oh.
prices are very, very low, and you
Wow.
can fly.
True.
And I have a lot of friends who are doing it. I mean, maybe you don't want to go to Paris right now, but you can go to Amsterdam.
Yeah, the fares have
Switzerland
come
hiking
down.
is
Yeah.
amazing. London, and fares are reasonable. And because of the Brexit and everything else, the dollar is 1-to-1 to
Yeah.
the euro. I just
Wow.
got back from France, and I'm like, oh my God, a coffee's not $20.
Wow.
Excited.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Even Asia fares are down.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I saw Hong Kong was going for 600,
are you
which is
Wow, that's a great price,
wow.
too.
It made me almost want to go, but
I do want to go.
you should go to Hong Kong.
I've been, but it was so long ago.
Oh
I
yeah.
want to go.
Well,
my
these are
hometown.
such great ideas. We always love when you come to the show, especially, you know, it is the end of the summer, but there's
Yeah.
still a lot of summer left. I want you to just remind everybody, like, where they can read. I know you have the new article
Times.
coming out, and we're linked to the one about the 5 destinations that aren't Disney, right?
I
Is
hate
it?
Disney. I like Disney the company. I don't like Disney World. Let me clarify.
So tell
Okay.
us where people can find all this great information from you.
I usually put everything on amytarakach.com. I'm on Facebook, Amy Tarakach Journalist, Instagram at Amy Tarakach,
Okay.
Twitter, and I write I write a lot for the New York Times. I'm doing quite a few pieces for the Chicago Tribune. I write for Food and
Great.
Wine, Departures, and Men's
She
Journal.
is the girl
Wait,
to follow.
did something happen at Disney World? I mean, to turn you off to Disney World?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
You had a specific incident.
Specific incident. I was surrounded, crowded by sweaty, disgusting people eating junk food, and
Never again.
I just don't like amusement parks, though. It's not
Yeah.
for me.
I was
That
going to
could be a
say,
lot of
that's like
places in
any
America,
amusement
though.
park.
I'm not into amusement parks, and my feeling is if anyone wants to go, that's fine, but I feel that when you're investing that much money, let's say $5,000 for 4 days at Disney, you have no cultural takeaway. It's not as if you learned anything or did it. You might have had fun, but I like to give my children cultural takeaway, and that's what I like to write about. So it doesn't have to be going to the Prado Museum in Spain or something as high culture as that, but trying a new food, seeing how people are living in Montana, just friction with life that is being executed in a way different than how you're living your life.
So well put.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, so much to talk to you about after the show. But this is great information. Thank you for taking the time. Amy's like,
Thank
"When do
you."
I'm under deadline. I'm like, just please stop by. And I think this information was really
And this is not the
valuable.
last time we're going to see Amy Tarakaki.
No.
We're going to keep calling
No.
you to come back and join us again.
She does
But-
style and fashion and beauty, and I mean, you're multifaceted.
I'm writing about barbecue in St. Louis today.
Oh, yum.
I just got back to you.
Yum.
That's why I'm wearing this dress. I'm so bloated.
Thank you.
It sounds yummy. All right, Amy Tarakaki, everybody. Thank you. Thank you.
So speaking of what to wear, because I just got back from Spain and I should have packed. This is how you should pack when you go on vacation. You pack your tiny stuff and you wear that first. So by the end of the vacation,
You wear the
your
bigger
bigger
drawing
stuff.
pants by
I kind of
then.
made some mistakes because I had a really pretty dress to wear on the last night. Yeah, because you're away, and so you have that extra dessert, or you
And you're
have to
enjoying.
try,
Yeah.
the cultural food that's there, which happens to be churros.
Well,
and
your
other
Snapchats and pictures were beautiful. I mean, if you follow Beth, you should follow Beth on all social media channels. Her pictures were
She's
beautiful.
everywhere.
It was great.
Everywhere.
And so speaking of Spain and wardrobe, because as we transition now
Yes.
from summer into fall, and you go to the stores now, you can barely find anything summer. It's all fall, but it still might get up to be 100 degrees or so, right?
Like today is very steamy here in Chicago, and much of the Midwest, and definitely our friends in the South. Hot, hot, hot.
I think before we're getting her in, Cheryl, we're going to talk a little bit hot topics, right?
Oh, yeah.
Let's talk about what's
I'm
going
so
on out
excited
there.
about talk. Well,
Yes,
the topic's
well,
very hot right
they
now.
always tell you that you shouldn't talk about religion or politics in front of your friends, but how can you help it with what's going on right now, right?
It's the hottest topic in the country.
And here we are talking about it. So how, the question is, how do you handle when all your friends are talking about, Trump or Clinton, and it could be, people that you really don't like. What do you do? What would you take? And people are starting to turn off other people, and that's the best answer. I mean, the most answers I get is like, I just turn them off. I want to know
I feel,
from
well,
you guys.
as a journalist, I always try and, stay even keeled
Neutral,
about everything.
Switzerland.
And, people are entitled to their opinions, and I think people should express their opinions because we have the wackiest presidential election probably in our
Wacky.
history. And because it's so wacky, I think people want to get it kind of off their chest. And,
I
and
think
in a
the
way, it's kind
wackier,
of good
the
to
bigger
hear
it is for
too.
social media, so they tend to be more wacky. I don't know.
So how
I'm
do you
thinking-
handle it?
I love learning about what other people are doing. So to me, it's silly to be turning off somebody because I'd like my friends to be diverse, right? We don't have to have the same opinion just because
No.
I like you as a person. I don't care if you like Trump or not. It doesn't matter to me. But it's funny how emotional people really
Yes.
get in the fights that's happening on Facebook. And what about you?
Well, and because you're a journalist, so your professional life, you have to keep everything
Yes.
in even keel.
Yes.
But what happens in your life when you see a post come across? I mean, does it change your opinion of that person at all?
No, because
or-
I want to be open to everyone's opinions. But you also have to be accepting of the truth and facts. And there are many people who are spewing things that are just false.
Well, unfortunately, I think that whoever is speaking, they think they're speaking the truth.
Right,
And
to
that's
them.
the problem there,
Right.
And I think we look at upon the news to tell us, is this correct or is it not? But, not to say anything against the media, but who is truly doing the truth? Because it
Which
could
is
be,
why everyone needs to do their research and be
Exactly.
informed and know what is the truth. And, surround yourself with people who
Sure.
are well informed.
I mean, I am surrounded with friends who love Trump. And I think, those of you guys who follow my Facebook, you probably already know that I'm going the other way. But but I'm okay with that. You are entitled
America,
to
and
who you
people are
want. I mean,
free to support.
it does piss me off that you're forcing me who you like, but there's nothing you can do about
Yeah.
that.
I'm still caught up in the debate of last summer. Was that dress blue and gold or black?
Or was it white?
So, that's about as political as I can get.
I wish it
because
was that easy, right?
Some
But-
people really
Yeah.
thought it was blue
Yeah.
and gold, and other people. Do you guys remember that?
But it is very toxic on Facebook sometimes, and there are people who draw the line and say, no more politics, and
I just
But then
go
it'll
right
be a
past it. It
boring
doesn't bother
Facebook.
me.
No.
Once this politics is done, I have to tell you, I think it's going to get boring. Then you're like, oh, there's no more funny news.
it is entertaining
Right? I
lately.
mean, really, there's no more funny news. There's no more memes. It's just.
Then you can go back to the Bachelorette.
Well, don't forget to tweet with us. Don't tell us who you're voting for, but tweet with us live at Chicagonista Live. We have a couple prizes to give out. We might even throw some jerky in there. I know we have some coffee. And jerky, that's how some of your friends are talking about politics, right?
Yeah,
They
right.
are jerkies,
Some
but
of them
not
are
the
very
good
jerky,
kind.
Not the good kind. This is the think jerky. So I got so excited because we have Cheryl Leahy, and not only is she a great stylist and is really like proving herself in Chicago to become one of the top, she usually brings alcohol
Alcohol.
or something
Well, what happened?
for
She
us
knows
to
how to
try.
party.
Cheryl.
Here comes Cheryl.
It's almost 5 o'clock somewhere.
I do. If you can see right over offstage there, I have some martinis for you. So if you want to grab them,
She comes
you can
big
grab them.
martinis.
Allison, will you bring in the martini?
Yeah, and so this is, I love bringing cocktails everywhere. So these
Wait.
are
All right, I'll
portable martinis.
Portable martinis.
Portable martinis.
Wow.
Pre-mixed, premium,
I should give
amazing.
this to my mom.
Really?
Amazing. So there are 5 different flavors. These are Vitani martinis, and it's a local company. So
Okay.
this is
Ooh.
Northfield.
Okay.
So this is elder pear. So this
Okay.
is an elderflower pear martini.
This is why we like having you in the show. You know.
Wow.
And I have samples for the audience right
is
back there,
Wow, you
set up.
guys,
So
this is really
crack
Wow.
in. Yes.
Really
So there are
This is really good.
cosmos, cucumber, this elder pear, a dirty, and a ginger, citrus
This is
ginger.
really
So
good.
I
good.
love
I'm glad you like it.
Instant martinis. Oh gosh, we love you.
Thanks, and they're available all over. Just go to
I
their
love
website.
that. Now we talk about fashion.
I know, fashion, beauty, everything.
that, right?
So,
And here I thought you were bringing hairspray.
Yeah,
It's like,
that's
look
what I
at
thought
that.
about.
Like, oh, is it hairspray?
see, these
It's
canisters,
martinis.
yeah, but
Is
they stay
the branding
cold.
on and showing the other side?
It should
Yeah.
be. It's right up top. You have
Okay.
Vitani. So let's talk transition.
Oh, okay,
Summer
yeah.
to fall. You bought this beautiful summer lipstick. It's hot pink.
Yes.
It's like this, but this doesn't exactly scream fall, right?
No.
So
pretty
I
light.
have a little something.
Oh,
This screams winter.
very
Right? This
winter.
doesn't really
Yeah.
scream fall. So, my friend Stephen Dimmick, he's a celebrity makeup artist out California, and he created this line of lipsticks called Glossy Girl, GLOSSIGIRL. They're vegan, non-toxic, paraben-free, all these wonderful things. But most of all, they feel amazing on your lips. I don't wear lipstick. I'm not a lipstick gal.
Okay.
So I'm more of a gloss. But once I tried these, they were fabulous. So he gave me a little tip. Take your summer lipstick.
Summer
Take your
lipstick.
winter lipstick. Summer lipstick goes on.
Okay.
I love how she could do this.
I know she can do it without. Wait,
And-
so summer on the
Oh,
bottom,
wait.
Oh my gosh,
winter
look
on the
what
top,
she's doing.
and you're mixing. Oh,
I get fall.
very
So
nice.
clean it up a little bit.
Very nice. Yeah.
Isn't that amazing? So you
Yeah.
can make-
It's a great color too.
Thanks. I just
No,
created
that's
it.
amazing.
She just made it.
So these are Glossy
That's a
Girl. They're
great-
actually on sale right now for $11 each. Buy 2 get 1 free.
Just
So he's-
online?
Just online. He's clearing out his summer stock and creating more colors.
Oh, and it's really
it is
creamy.
cream. It stays
Yeah.
on.
Beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you
Oh,
so
very
much.
nice.
I
Gosh,
like
we got
it.
martinis, we got
I
lipstick.
know. We got everything. And earrings.
Purdy.
This is one of the easiest ways to go from one season to the next or from day to night. So one of my best friends, her name is Shabani. She's from originally born in Mumbai, and she started a company called Bombay Taxi. Because every time she would come back from India, I would be like, I love your jewelry. Where did you get it?
Oh.
And she's like, India. I'm like, okay, so I can't get it. So she started bringing pieces in, very limited edition. So yeah.
She's your Bombay taxi.
She's my Bombay taxi. Instead of being like, here's $50, can you get me a great necklace? She brings it here and set up a website, and it's Bombay Taxi Boutique, and it's so easy to transition.
Oh my gosh, those are gorgeous.
These can go with a summer, off-the-shoulder top like this, or they can go with a
Are they heavy?
pantsuit, or here, feel them. No.
Oh yeah.
They're chains. I thought it
Yeah.
was material. It's
Yeah,
really
pretty.
She has some amazing rings as well, very heavy stone rings, and so
Fun.
I love it.
Fun.
What else can I
Very
talk
good.
about? Okay, so this off the shoulder, big thing for summer.
Right.
Yeah.
Right?
But what about fall?
What about fall? How are we going to do that? So sleeves are very big for fall, like big bell sleeves, all of
Okay.
that. But this is probably very inappropriate to do on camera.
That's
Okay.
okay.
Is that fine?
That's even better, right? Tweet with us
We're
at
on the internet. You can do what you want.
I'm not on TV, right? So I can do this.
Make it
So-
viral. Go for it.
Go viral. So off the shoulder was huge, and off the shoulder is not so huge for fall. It's just
Okay.
the shout summer.
Yeah.
So the one shoulder is very big.
Oh.
The like 80s, roughly one shoulder.
Right.
So if
So
you
she's
have an
gonna-
off
I
the
know it.
shoulder, you just pull this up,
Pull that down.
pull this. Hold on,
Oh,
Nancy.
here,
This is
hold
where we're going to
her.
get inappropriate.
Okay.
Okay, we got it. Got it. Hold down like this. So this
Wow,
is your
that's cute.
one shoulder.
That's
very
That's adorable,
pretty.
right? You can wear this. This is actually a bodysuit, which screams 80s as well. Do you remember the bodysuit?
Oh, we're 80s girls. What can I say?
That's very
Cute.
pretty.
I'm into transition pieces. Huge.
Okay.
What else?
Wow.
More? Do we have some more
Yes,
time? Can I keep
yes.
showing?
Okay.
These are my babies I just bought. So these are ankle moto boots.
Okay.
Ankle motor boots.
Ankle moto boots.
Okay.
You can wear these with dresses.
So booties are
Booties,
big
yeah.
for
The
fall.
ankle moto boots are huge for fall.
Okay.
Buy high quality ones because
You're going to wear them all
you're
the
gonna wear
time.
them all the time. Yeah.
And it is Chicago.
And it is
the weather
Chicago. The weather changes. So
I'm seeing a lot more of these in
they're-
stores and catalogs right now. It's really cute.
There's a lot of
Yep.
heavy stone or detailing
hardware?
on those. Hardware.
hardware, yes, there is. And this one I love it because it's not bright, shiny bling. This
Okay.
is very understated. It's distressed metal, so it kind of goes from season to
Very
season. It
cool.
doesn't change
And
with
are
the
you
trends.
tucking skinny jeans in, or do you put jeans over? What do you do?
So you can't really put jeans over this unless they are massive, huge flares.
Okay.
You never want to see this under your pants. That just
Okay.
screams amateur hour, I guess.
Okay.
You know.
Well, that's why
Exactly.
we
That
have you
screams
here,
amateur
so we
hour.
learn these things.
So you can do skinny jeans in. You can cuff your jeans
Right
above
okay.
the top. You can wear them with maxi dresses. You can put them with tights and wear
Wear
them
that
with
with a maxi dress?
Yes, you can. Absolutely. It's very boho. It's very festival.
Okay.
So coming off Lollapalooza,
Okay.
you probably saw a lot of
I
these.
know. All right.
I can see
She
you have
gets
to be
away with a
extremely
lot more
cute
than
like
we do.
you
Yeah,
to be
she
pulling
can-
that
you can
off.
get
because-
away with a
You
lot.
just need the confidence. That's
Okay,
it.
let's see what else you got.
Okay, I have a couple more
All right.
things.
Okay.
All right, so this is a company called Stowaway. It's a cosmetics company. My full makeup case is in this bag.
What?
Yes, so they
Well,
created
she's-
this because
She's a lot
they
younger than I am. I have a suitcase behind me.
this
Stowaway is a
company.
little too
We did a collective. What?
Yeah, what? This company
Oh, well, it's teeny tiny.
it's teeny tiny. These
that is
are
cute.
the sizes of makeup that you should be using.
Okay.
So
Oh, right,
because they kind of go bad or
Sure,
Things
you
go
have to
bad.
purge them anyway.
Purge 'em anyway.
You know, but we keep
And I
ours
buy
for like
from them.
10 years because the colors
you're
still
right.
you have like the crusty old
Because you
stuff.
don't use it up.
And that's
Yeah.
why we have a backpack for a stowaway because we keep all of them.
Exactly, because I have
But
trunks.
this is a great
So
idea.
this company did this because, it should have massive full-size products, but also because they were so excited when they got their free gift with purchase. So these are the free gift with purchase sizes that you can put. I call this my carpool line makeup kit because I jump in the car and I always have this in my little console. And while I'm waiting in the carpool line with my car parked,
Okay.
I'm doing my makeup.
Is this found only online?
This is online.
What's the website?
We'll have
Stowaway.
links to
Stowaway
everything
Cosmetics.
so you guys can
Yeah.
after
Yep.
the show.
What do you think is the time limit on makeup? Because we all have makeup sitting around in our drawers.
I know.
And you think powder doesn't go bad because it's a dry good.
But it's also touching everything on your face. It's back and forth, so it's the contamination.
But when you
I
pay
have
so much, like $50 for this thing, and you're
I
like,
know.
what?
You don't want to throw it
That's
away.
why the full kit is $75 for this. The full, everything. This one is my favorite. This is eyeshadow.
And do you get to pick your colors?
Nope.
Or?
But this really can
It's pretty
create
basic.
so many kits
Yeah.
for everybody. And I love it. Last but not least.
Okay.
See? See the nails here?
Yeah.
Now, which one? You see one that's different?
Yeah, there's like
I
a
thought you messed
marbly
it
one.
up.
Yes, no, marbly one right here.
It's a
That's
marbly.
the
So,
party nail, right?
that's the party nail. These are called static nails. They're pop-on, pop-off nails, reusable.
Oh,
you
what?
shape them with a file. Yeah, I know. See, I'm blowing your mind right now, right?
You are.
So you have your, you can also put your ring on as
Okay.
well. Put your rings on, and you file it down, glue it on, and if you put a little glue, it'll last for 2 days. If you put a lot of glue, it'll last for 14 days.
Wow.
So they pop on, pop off, and you can reuse them up to 6 times. You can even paint them different colors and take it off with a non-acetone nail polish. Yes. So if you,
So are they clear?
no, this one, they have all different
Oh, okay.
ones, but you can
Wow.
still paint them if they're, I have, and I have these like spiky ones. I know you guys are gonna love this.
Oh,
So,
wow.
If you wanna do an accent nail,
Those match your boots.
right, little spikes.
On the nails.
Very
Okay.
Ouch.
Well,
I love that.
I can tell you guys are in love with that concept.
My
with spikes.
ADD, because I'm
That's
looking
like a
at
Halloween
your
thing.
whole rack of clothes, which we're not going to get to
Oh, that's
today.
fine.
Yes.
I can always bring more.
Will you come back for
Of
another
course.
segment?
Oh,
Because
gosh.
this was fabulous.
I learned so much.
And I want to let
learned so
people
much.
know where
Cheers
they
to
can
her.
find you.
So, cheers. Absolutely.
Cheers to our
cheers.
friend,
So my
Cheryl.
blog is alldressedupwithnothingtodrink.com.
But you have something
But I
to
do, with
She
two
always
kids,
has something
I always
to
have
drink.
something to drink. So thank you so much for having me.
This was
Thank you.
great.
Oh
We're
my
going to
gosh.
bring you back in the fall
Yeah.
because I
Please
still
do. Oh, I have.
We have to have you
I'll
back.
have more. I'll
Okay.
have more. Thanks,
Thank
guys.
you.
Of
Thank
course.
you.
Of course.
This is ingenious. Like,
This is
really
great. This
You
is
put
so
it-
good.
you pour it out.
This is amazing. Oh my God.
So
We're gonna have
MJ's
to-
been biting at the bit, running out the door. She needs to talk about this topic.
Oh, okay. She needs to talk.
Pokemon Go.
Oh.
Now, who doesn't
Let's-
play it?
I'm the laziest player
Who
on
plays it?
If they're
Okay.
Oh, wow, lots of Pokemon Go.
I know.
I guess there's a lot around here, according to MJ.
There is a lot of Pokestops around here. Look at Jason's
okay,
telling
let
us.
me see.
There are a lot of Pokestops around here. But Beth mentioned the other day she thinks it's going to go away
You do?
eventually. Isn't that what you said?
Yeah.
I think it's going to be
I
even
think it's
bigger.
going to keep growing.
I mean, they
Yeah.
partnered with Yelp already. Now, if you think
Yeah,
about it,
I think
Foursquare and Swarm, you're able to like check in one place from like 2 miles away. But with this, it's amazing how it can tell you, no, you're too far.
There's
And
something
even if
right
you're just like a
there.
block away,
She's
you-
playing.
She's playing. Even if you're a block away, it actually tells you that you need to be there nearer. But can you imagine
Look,
the
I
kind
just
of
got 3 Pokeballs from over there.
look at that. But the kind of technology it will bring to other apps, I think it's pretty amazing.
That's going to stay. That's going
I
to
think
stay.
that's going to stay. I mean, I'd love
I
for
know.
them to do a Pokestop on this show so then everyone can stop by during the show.
See, I'm the
See?
player who doesn't even get off my butt. If it happens to be near me, okay.
But yeah, because you don't want to walk around.
wanna walk.
And you know what? I have to say, my boys play it. And I've never seen so many more
Kids are
kids
walking
are talking to
miles.
each other.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're
It's
not just
wonderful.
going like this. They're like, hey, what team are you in? And
Yeah.
are you,
That is
you know,
nice.
there's
is
a lot
nice.
to learn about it. But besides Pokemon Go, I want to talk about something else too.
What?
Snapchat and Instagram.
Oh, yes.
So we're going to talk about that quickly, and then we want you to stick on at the end of the show because you
we
did
have
a
a video.
great video with Sue B. Zimmerman.
We'll
She's
play that at the
is-
very end.
Yeah, at the very end. She is the Instagram expert,
And we talked to her before Instagram launched this brand new feature, which happened just days ago.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
but
tell
a
us.
couple weeks ago, Snapchat launched Memories. I don't know if you guys are familiar, which is because I think a lot of people are, concerned. Why am I not seeing it? The great stuff that I took is always gone. Now they came up with Memories, just like Instagram on Snapchat. Of course, all of a sudden Instagram decided we'll be like Snapchat and have a 24-hour instead.
Yeah. I
So they're
don't-
both doing the same thing.
I kind of don't like it on my Instagram.
Instagram?
Because when I want to use Snapchat, I mean, if I want that feature, I go to Snapchat. I don't want it in Instagram.
Right. See, I just really figured it out. I think for the first time, I did some kind of a strategy on how I do my
Okay.
social media. And finally, I figured out my Instagram, clearly, my followers love just my Chicago posts. Whenever it comes to like personal posts, no one cares. So I'm going to keep it Chicago. then I take the crazies in the Snapchat because it's
Oh,
fun
okay.
and people like that.
Right, I want them to stay separate. I want them to stay different. Now, one thing that I was missing from Instagram was the filters and the tags
yeah.
and the emojis that you could put on your Snapchats. So Instagram now has that feature too that was just
true,
rolled out because
true.
I like those geo
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
filters and the tags and stuff.
And it's hard to figure out now. Now we're all in a limbo again. Which one do you
I know.
want?
Because it's for the brands. It's figuring out the brands and the companies how to monetize Instagram and Snapchat. And the guy from Instagram like wholeheartedly admitted that he copied. Like he loved what Snapchat
Well,
was
it makes
doing.
sense. I think it's smart for him to do that. But also, Instagram launched their business pro account, correct?
Right.
And I have never done it yet because I'm afraid as a blogger,
Of splintering.
right. Well, plus I don't know what the terms of conditions are when it comes to sponsored posts and that kind of stuff. So I want to learn about all that stuff. But the great stuff about it is you can get analytics now.
True.
For a business pro account. So there's a lot of pros and cons,
Yeah,
but there's so
yeah.
much. I mean, just this week alone, it's like, oh my
Well,
God,
that's
my
social
homework
media.
got bigger and
Social
bigger.
media, it's
Yeah.
so hard. Well, I know the show's coming to an end. We have a great show. We actually have another show in August 31st, which is going to be more of a back to school, end of the summer show. Susie B. Zimmerman, who really is one of the top Instagram experts, you can go. She's got a free Instagram strategy guide that you can download there. We're going to play her video. Anything else you want to say? to
Yeah,
our
before we go,
great
we want to
studio
thank all
audience?
of our guests.
Ricky, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Amy Turcotte, great idea.
Thank Jerky.
Cheryl, we're getting our martinis on.
Yeah.
And thank you, Space. And follow up with more announcement that we're doing with Space.
Yeah.
And we'll announce our winners.
Oh, yeah.
Just keep tweeting.
On Twitter,
And
you'll know.
we'll announce it online after we played it, Susan.
Yeah, so before we go, here is Sue
B.
Zimmerman,
Zimmerman,
the
the
Instagram
Instagram
expert.
Thank you, everybody.
We are so thrilled to be here with Sue Zimmerman. She is an Instagram expert, and because Instagram is so prevalent, how
Yes.
prevalent is it?
Well, last week they announced 500 million active users.
Yikes, that's
Yeah.
a lot of people. So a lot of you are using it. What do you think is the biggest mistake that you're seeing out there when you're scrolling through your feed?
I love that you're asking me this because I often talk about mistakes that people make, and I think the most prevalent mistake is people are just posting for the sake of posting but not thinking about their content strategy or not thinking about Instagram as a magazine, which is what I like to say. It's not just the one single photo that you're posting, but it's the feeling of the whole feed and the vibe of the feed. So I liked the analogy of you want it to look and feel like your favorite magazine. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does make a lot of sense. So it is a visual medium.
Yeah.
What is the most popular content?
On Instagram, well, food and fitness for sure, because people are always looking to get healthier and get fit. Yes.
All right. And then lastly, hashtags. How important are hashtags when it comes to Instagram?
Very, because I always say the magic is in the hashtags because you can get found from using the right hashtags and not the popular ones, the ones that attract the spam bots, not follow for follow or like for like, but the ones that are niche specific to your industry and the customers that you're trying to attract.
Sue Zimmerman, you can find her on Instagram. Thank you.
Yeah, and you can find me at the Instagram expert, also my personal account at Subi Zimmerman.
There you go.